Hey YouTube, welcome back. Devin here with Comics and Stuff. Hope you were all doing well. Thank you for bearing with me while I took my 2 month, I guess 8 week, 9 week hiatus. Lots of changes, lots of things, life. Don't need to get into it. You're here for comic books. Excellent. If you do want to keep up with me, hit me up on on Instagram. Follow me there at Comics and Stuff 1. I will put a thing in the description. But in any case, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing great. Happy Saturday. I promise you guys, I have videos planned for every single weekend going forward up till the very end. So, having said that, don't expect any more missed weekends from me. We should be set to go. And today's video is going to be about classic sci-fi covers. Sorry, I banged the table. Somebody else say something. Don't bang the table. Oh, my bad. So, we're going to start off with just a quick disclaimer. By no means is this every single classic sci-fi cover ever. By no means is this totally complete. This is just a list of very popular, well-known classic sci-fi covers that people love to collect. They are either sleeper books that people will, that CGC will label classic but aren't super expensive. These are books that are done by famous artists that, you know, because it's their artwork on the cover, they command high prices. This is going to be a range of classic sci-fi books. I think I'm probably going to start with the most expensive just because everybody is probably itching to know it. So the first book on my classic sci-fi covers list is Startling Comics number 49. It is a classic airbrushed Alex Schomburg cover. For those of you who don't know who Alex Schomburg is, he is one of the Golden Age greats as far as artwork goes. And this is his classic robot cover. And you see the guy in the background with the little ray gun, pew pew. So that one in a lower mid-grade range can command like $5,000, and I've seen it go for tens of thousands of dollars. I've seen it go for like $40,000, but this is like in bad shape. It can go for like $5,000. Next is probably the second most expensive book on this list, Brick Bradford number 6, another Alex Schomburg airbrushed cover and a classic robot cover as well. Personally, I think that this book is going to be the next big thing next to Startling Comics 49. I actually ended up acquiring one this year for my personal collection, and oh boy, it is something. So Brick Bradford number 6. Next would be Strange Worlds number 3, which can command around $325. Great book. Mystery in Space number 53, another robot cover. This is one of my favorites. It is a classic Adam Strange cover. It was his first appearance in the Mystery in Space run of the sci-fi anthology by DC Comics. Great run. Tales of the Unexpected number 43. It's a gray tone cover. Goes for around $200, and that is the first time that Space Ranger appears in that title. Another great DC Comics run and character. Venus number 10. Oh boy, I've been wanting this book forever, and I can never find one just for the right price. Generally speaking, in a low to mid-grade range, it can command up to $450. You got that classic, good girl Venus in the red dress, and then all the sci-fi goodness going on around her. It is a beautiful cover. Famous Funnies number 212, which is a Frank Frazetta cover. Now, Frank Frazetta did quite a few Famous Funnies, but this one is seemingly the most popular and seems to go for the most, commanding $550 to $600 in nice, decent shape, low to mid-grade. And as many of you guys know, Frank Frazetta is by far one of my favorite comic book artists of all time. So, Frank Frazetta, everybody. Wonder Comics number 17. What can I say? It's a good book. Can go for around $450. So the next one, we got Captain Rocket Comics, or Captain Rocket number NN because it's no number. There's just that one, and it will run for about $220, so a little more affordable for you. And then Captain Arrow Comics number 26, which can command up to $700. I actually really like that cover. It's nice. It's not necessarily, in my opinion, it's not necessarily all the ray guns of the aliens, but it's still cool and it counts. So it's listed. So, and here we go for one of the probably the second most expensive sci-fi cover of all time. One of my personal favorites, one that I will be acquiring later this year. Toy. I know you guys missed me, huh? Blue Bolt number 105. Yeah. So you got the blue bolt, you got a really nice shot of his classic ray gun, you got the green alien girl, you got the space dragon, you got the planets. It is a classic LB Cole cover. And for those of you who don't know who LB Cole is, well, you can put him up there with Alex Schomburg. They are some of the Golden Age greats, and this is by far one of the most scarce Golden Age sci-fi books ever. I took me forever to find one. I think I've only ever seen like 4 or 5 in my entire comic book collecting career. Beautiful cover, commands high prices. This one in a low mid-grade range can command around $4,000. So there's that. And subsequently, you also have Blue Bolt Comics number 106, which can be around $375, and Blue Bolt number 108, which can around $300. Planet Comics number 1. This one, I really am not a fan of this cover. It's like okay, but it's still a sci-fi key. It's Planet Comics, which is a beautiful run of, I think there's 72 or 73 of them in the run, and they just have some of the most beautiful sci-fi covers ever. A lot of Matt Baker covers too. Matt Baker is really well known for his Good Girl art, but he did a lot of covers for Planet Comics. I think my favorite one for that is number 55, but I digress. Planet Comics number 1 can fetch you around $2,000 or so. Journey into Unknown Worlds number 37, that will run you around $275. Strange Adventures number 50. There's another classic robot cover, and that guy can do about $400 for you. Strange Adventures number 5. It's about 100, or I'm sorry, not Strange Adventures. Space Adventures number 5, about $100. Space Adventures number 10. This one is one of my favorites. A lot of robot covers seem to be my favorites, but this one's a Steve Ditko cover. You got the evil robots. You got the guy with the weird brown and yellow, and he's freaking out, and it's a great cover. Not very common. It's pretty scarce. And that one I've seen go for a lot or a little. But generally speaking, it can go for around $600 just based off of recent sales. My copy was definitely not $600, but mine's also like a 2.0. So. And Space Adventures number 12, which can run you about $500. I love the astronaut girl on this cover. It's one of my favorites. It's a good cover with aliens sneaking up behind her. Weird Fantasy 17. Now this one is a beautiful cover altogether. It's 2 of my favorite things: dinosaurs and rocket ships. I love dinosaurs and rocket ships. You got the rocket ship flying over the prehistoric place, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And that one can run you about $500. 2 more to go. Next, we got Space Action number 1, which is just it's a great cover. You got a lot of sci-fi goodness there. A lot of the traditional things that make a sci-fi cover class. You got the ray gun, you got the battle, you got the weird suits, the bubble helmets. That you're in outer space. It's a classic. It's great. It's also one of the first books that ever got me into Golden Age sci-fi collecting. And the last book on this list is going to be Space Detective number 1. It was a very short run, and Space Detective number 1 will run you about $600. So that is my list of 23 classic sci-fi covers and their values. I hope that this was helpful to some of you collectors and some of you newbies out there as well who are looking at dabbling in this world. If I missed any books, or if I messed up a value on one, please let everybody know in the comments below. I mean, don't be a dick about it, but be nice. This is for everybody just to learn, and this is just everything that I did based off my research. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for bearing with me, being patient with me. I am back, and I will see you guys next Saturday.